So hello everyone, I'm Wilson Lee from the class 1 VMF and I'm with the NPM 2451050. So in this video, I have been given an assignment for the final exam for English class, which is the topic is how to pass the TOEIC test. So in this video, I will be giving you guys tips and tricks how to pass the TOEIC test, because in the last TOEIC test I already tested and I have been graded for around 850 with the grade A, as you can see here. So let's get into started. So TOEIC is divided into two sections, which is listening and reading. So for my first tips is try to improve your listening skills through online website. Many online websites now provides a free listening test that you can use and then try to practice your own listening, and usually their accent are already pretty the same, so you can get used to their accent, and then in TOEIC test under official test you can get used to it. And then if you want another tips is maybe you can hear some English podcast or maybe English based video, so you can get used to new vocabularies and get used to hear and listen people doing conversation, because that's the main part for the listening test. And for the second tips is try to improve your enrich your vocabulary, and then try to get used to reading skills also, because reading is important and you need to be careful, and then you need to be precise, because the text in TOEIC test is usually a little bit long, because it's a passage around 5 to 6 paragraphs, and then there is some online newspaper or maybe a letter application and some news, something like that, and we need to analyze it. So through online website we can get used to how to work on the reading section. So in TOEIC official test that we can get used to it and know how to work, how to answer it correctly by taking out the main point from the reading section as soon as possible and as fast as you can, but with the correct answer also. And then for the third tips, it's usually it is when it's already on the TOEIC official test, is try to know the patterns and then try to recognize how they speak, because on the increasing tones and then the changing transition to one speaker to another, usually it's on a listening test. Yeah, we need to know and realize so we won't get left behind, because the listening test is only repeated once. You can only repeat it once and you cannot repeat it again, so you need to be focused and then know how to the transition of the one speaker to another, and then know about the topic that they are talking about, just taking out the point from the conversation, and then we can know about the main problem or the main conversation that they are having. So for the fourth one is it's useful for reading section, because for the listening section usually you're already given an exact time to solve the problem, because you will left behind if you keep on that question. So the fourth one is time management. So the time management is really useful, especially on the reading section, because you can go through previous to the next question to the previous question, that you can get to fix your question, to fix your answer. So sometimes in some way maybe you cannot answer the question because maybe you're still confused, or maybe you cannot understand the passage or the text clearly. So it's better for us to skip the question and then try to work on another question that you can do first. So with that, at least you already answered almost all of the questions. If you too focus on the question that you don't understand, it will waste time on that question, and then it will we are scared that maybe on the next question you won't be able to answer because the limitation of the time. So time management is important on taking of the TOEIC test. And then for the fifth one and the last one for me, because this is just my tips how to I pass the TOEIC test, is calm and confident. Because why? With us being calm, our mind being calm and focused, and we are being confident that we can take the test well. With that, we can also pass the test, because our mind is our weapon. If we think that we are gonna fail the exam, we're gonna fail the TOEIC test, and then we are not calm because our head keeps thinking like, oh no, how is it going to be? Is it going to be hard, or is it going to? Am I going to pass the test? Don't think like that during the TOEIC test, because calm and confidence is the key. Because if you're calm and confident, you may gain focus to take the listening test so you won't left behind, and then your reading section, you can get to focus and understand the passage well, clearly, and then not you won't miss any single point. So if we are keep thinking about another things through when we are taking the TOEIC test, of course it's going to disturb and interrupt our results in the future. So maybe that's all for me. From me, Wilson Lee, from one of UMF with the NPM 2451050. I hope you guys who haven't taken the TOEIC test pass the test with the same or maybe higher grades from me. That's all from me. Thank you.